What's going on, Red Dogman here? We're going to talk about the twin Wraith Vipers, twin Vipers, however you want to call it. I've had them for a long time. Got several format in it. I'll show you here in just a minute how I've got some setup, give you some ideas of things you could do to mod it up a little bit. It's a nice, fun weapon, and it's good as a secondary, but I would never suggest you trying to take it as a primary. This is the only weapon you go with going into a mission because it's going to fall short in that respect. But it is fun to get. If you got a chance to pick it up in this event, go ahead and get it during this event that's going on. I mean, you can't go wrong with at least having that and getting a free weapon slot. Worst case, you get rid of it, and then you stick a free weapon slot. But let's go ahead and take a little look at how it's all set up. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the Wraith Twin Vipers then, shall we? Now, like I said, I've had this one for a long time, so I'm at 4 format. There's a lot of things you could do with this weapon. There's some great things, there's some okay things about it. You're obviously fire rate and small magazine size is an issue. So something like slip magazine, you're gonna need pistol mutation, honestly. Now, those are kind of like key inside of here. And if you really want to go for it, a prime slip magazine, prime pistol mutation is really going to help you out. But of course, you're going to need to put format in on that. And as you can see, I did more dash polarities than anything else. Currently, you know, you got your Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent, straight damage, multi-shot fire rate. So these things are kind of a must-have if you want to increase your damage, which is impact. So we put on a pummel for impact damage. These are just things that I did. I'm using the Seeker mod because I want punch through, okay? Since it's impact heavy and obviously has barely any punch through, we want to make sure we have that. And so I also chose to put primed heated charge on here as an element because I just enjoy the heat element myself personally. But there's a few different things you could do, obviously. You could build it all elemental and take away these if you want to, but that's actually just going to hurt you instead of help you, just the way modding system currently is. There's some critical chance there. I really wouldn't put much effort into the critical chance. Running it more burst, kind of like you'll see in the background in the video, I think, if everything comes out the way I want it, is the way I suggest it. Don't just like spam it because you'll be out of bullets in no time. But if you burst it, you'll get your kills in pretty quick. It is solid, it is powerful, obviously. It's going to be a little more powerful against the Corpus. And of course we have the heat as well, you know, impact and heat. It's a nice setup. Is it the end all be all? No, there's definitely other weapons that are better than it, but it is a fun weapon. And honestly, to be able to really get this thing all the way to where it needs to be, you'd have to 8 format it. 7 format it? 7 format, because it comes with a format slot. Just be able to mod all the positions, honestly, which kind of sucks, you know, because it could be a cool weapon, but, you know, in order to put in prime slip magazine or prime pistol mutation, I'd have to put those in polarity slots, and if I want to increase this, that's fine, you know, and then you've got the issues with things could possibly change with these mods here, and you are hindered by having to have like the slip magazine in order to get a bigger magazine capacity. If you wanted, you could take that off and put another element in there and go dual element if you wanted to. You could simply go ahead and put in a, you know, an elemental mod and increase your base elemental damage, whatever you do there. So lots of different ways you could do it. Play around with it a little bit. I think if you got a chance to pick it up with this event going on, definitely get it. You don't want to miss out on a free weapon slot. And you may actually like it, but it's going to take a lot of effort, as you can see, just to get something decent out of it. But again, definitely a fun sidearm to have. Nice to take as a sidearm. You're never going to run it as a full-on, this is the only weapon you got in there. So, anyway, comments, questions below. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, as always.